Hi everybody, Augie here. Hopefully connection's working well. It's been a while since I did this. Not that I haven't wanted to, just because, life and things. Anyway, let's play Arcade Spirits. I don't know if we'll finish this tonight. I'm not 100% sure on that. But we had just started what I think is the last chapter in this game. And so, again, for anybody joining real quick, I'm doing an Ashley route, and I'm not sure if it's too late to change my quirk. I might get stuck with Kindly, which, again, is fine. I would kind of like to see what a steady quirk is. And so, I've seen one run through of this game. I have not completed it myself. And so, that being said, I may go back and do another run with a different character. We'll see. I already know who it would be. But anyway. Welcome back to Arcade Spirits. Chapter 8. The kill screen. Alright, so that means that something's ending and things are gonna get weird. That's my interpretation of that chapter title. It is the distant future, 20XDX, and oh, who am I kidding? I'll be lucky to make it to 2020XDX plus 1 at this rate. I've had my strand of fate twisted back and forth so often that it feels like it could snap at any moment. Mired in depression and a supposed family curse, and then lifted up by the amazing time at the Funplex, slammed back down by Dokonami, raised again by Ghosts and Goblets, and now descending farther due to a series of bad coincidences, culminating in a Pier 6 brawl in which I got shot. But today I am back to Ghosts and Goblets, and I am ready to work, despite being on crutches. Normally, I have to mentally filter out the beeps and the boops of a busy arcade, but not today, because aside from our regulars, nobody's here. Not exactly the sight that I wanted to see on my grand return after heroically taking a bullet to the leg. We're 3 days into this ambitious experiment, and it's looking like a bust. Even with a reprieve from Mrs. DeFom, we couldn't hush up the event up completely. The news of gang violence at a local arcade spread over social media like wildfire. Gavin had filled me in on all the details that I missed while I was passed out. By the time the cops got here, both gangs were long gone, and the ghost monsters wiped our security footage on the way out the door. No arrests, no evidence. The only plus side is Sue and her ghost monsters apparently never came back, but even without them actively causing problems, that single day managed to smash our reputation. It's just so frustrating. I mean, come on! We had a single lousy day, and that's enough to send the masses running and screaming? Talk about overkill. I mean, literally I don't actually like that. That's the verb I was going for, but it's definitely not the attitude I was going for. Kind of want to redo that, but I'm just going to let it go as a jokey. It's frustrating to see all of this fun on display and nobody enjoying it. These games yearn for quarters. They are hungry and must be fed. I don't honestly know how we can recover. If we could only get good word out, somehow correct this PR disaster. Seated behind the ticket desk with my crutches propped up nearby, light duty only for a week minimum, doctor's orders, I tried to mentally detangle this mess. Hey Iris, are we... yes, we are still trending negatively on social media, like the last 7 times. Any luck with our security footage? Anything that we could give to the police? It might help our image to have someone to point blame at. Nope, it is wiped, and my file recovery systems failed. I guess that's to be expected when going up against the cyber criminals. Like, they've even avoided bad press from the shooting. I haven't spotted the word ghost monsters in any of the articles that I found. It's like they're ghosts. I mean, not literally, but they just clean their tracks very effectively. Yeah, got that. We did see them in their corporeal form, remember? At least that whole mess seems to be behind us. Now we just need to dig our way out of this hole. I sigh heavily as the burden sinks into my lungs, and before I can groan further, I hear footsteps approaching. I lock my phone and pocket it before seeing who it is.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Ben and Matt. Oh, hey guys. It's good to see you back in action. I'm hardly back in action. I'll probably be glued to this stool all day long. Lovely view, isn't it? You can see the whole, crowd. Not a very crowded crowd, mind you, but it's a bit quiet today, isn't it? Entirely too quiet. Disquietingly quiet. Yeah, business hasn't been terrific since the shooting. Well, the bar is doing reasonably well. Granted that much of this is just Gavin drinking himself silly. Oh. Lots of worry drinking going on in general, really. But we're not worried. Oh no, we're far
Always
from
have a
it.
plan, right?
Okay, good. Because we know Augie, and Augie always has a plan. Yes, obviously we have a plan, and my plan is to do the good things. And once the good things are done, sorry, the camera, have my microphone there. And once we do the good things, then we'll be good. Presumably, always has a plan. We'd like to know what that plan is, though. If just to verify its existence, quite right. Honestly, I'm not sure. I guess it's time to do some good old-fashioned PR work. Shake hands, kiss babies. Kiss hands, shake babies. No, Matt.
Tick tock, tick tock.
Of course, we ourselves have a limited window of time to pound the pavement in. You know, before the banks start asking for money. We don't want that, no. If you want to wash our reputation clean before time runs out, well, I suppose you'll need a miracle. Pity miracles just don't walk in the door. No, they don't. Well, hold that thought. We've got a customer. Hello, and welcome to... Oh. Sup, you. Well, would you look at the time? Yes, did you get the bar open? Right, toodles, toodaloo. I stood there in silence and shock. I tried telling myself that this is just a bad fever dream, but no, this is 100% real. I watch as Deathgo takes a look around the arcade, his smug grin ever present. I see his eyebrow arch as he takes note of the people, or rather the lack of people here playing games.
Such a shame.
Seems you're lacking customers, Mr. Lobo. Well, I see your usual gang of outcasts and rejects, but that's hardly enough. I'm guessing right now you're thinking, why did I stall? Why didn't I partner with Mr. Nami from the beginning? I could have avoided all of this trouble. And yet when I offered you another chance, I felt obliged to as a gentleman. You turned me down. A shame. I can't handle this, not today. What do you want, Mr. Nami? If you need tokens, the change machine is over there.
Is it not?
Oh, tokens, how quaint. Still no swipe cards? I am not here to play any of your antiques. Rather resembles a 1980 who cares junkyard in here, doesn't it? All these obsolete games that no one truly cares about. No.
Make one final offer. If you sign over ownership of this arcade to me, I'll spare careers. Yes, even Miss Fairchild and Miss Wolf. I'm sure I can find something for them to do at one of my facilities. I want to support your rising star. That's what I've always wanted. We've had our differences along the way, but I want us to overcome them and thrive.
No, you just want to thrive for yourself.
But this is your last opportunity. I'll not extend my hand in friendship again.
I'm not sure you've done that in the first place.
If you don't agree to my terms, I'll stand idle and watch as everything burns down around you. You have my word on that.
That sounds like a threat, man. Well, obviously I want to say no to this fabulous offer, but at what point do I cut my losses? Miss Francine believed in dreams, but she also believed in practicality and trade-offs. Am I ready to give up everything so that I have something resembling a future? No! Of course I'm not gonna give up. I mean, seriously, I had so many opportunities to jump ship prior to this. Why would I bail this close to the end? Now, get the hell out of my arcade. I'm afraid I must follow my own dreams, Mr. Nami. My resolve remains. I refuse your offer. Only if I get like a $500,000 salary and 3 company cars and a Hollywood mansion and my own line of designer fragrances. It would smell like pizza bagels. My resolve remains. I refuse your offer. I'm going to say, again, I want to do the steady. I think that's the steady. Every time you ask, the answer will remain the same. Absolutely not. You can ask a dozen or more times. My resolve will not change. This is the path I have laid out for myself. I'm going to walk it to the end. You think I'm ruining my future? That remains to be seen. I will see it through. Huh, well, that is unfortunate. It's your decision to make, of course. Your own life to ruin with your stubbornness. And so be it. I guess I'll just have to settle for buying the burnt-out husk of your business once it ultimately collapses around you. I think you underestimate the damage being associated with the criminal element can do, Mr. Lobo. It's enough to ruin the mightiest of arcades. Oh, and I doubt the ghost monsters have forgotten you. They will return. How do you know about the ghost monsters? And they will make matters far worse for you. I take notice. Play it cool. Just test the waters. Really? The ghost monsters? No, the game was called The Lovely Chainsaw.
Foolish fool.
Yeah, yes, the ghost monsters. Sadly, they insist on naming themselves after that absurd ancient video game reference. Of all the childish, immature. He shakes it off quickly, refocusing on me. Enough banter. I believe I'll take my leave. I will not see you again, Mr. Lobo. I'll let my lawyers handle purchasing what little will remain of you. Good day. Okay. Once he's out of earshot and well beyond to the confines of the arcade, I pull out my phone to verify something. Iris, you checked all the news articles, yes? Oh, yes. Did you want me to pull up a specific one? Just confirm something for me. The ghost monsters were never mentioned by name in any of them, correct? Correct. It seems that Sue's friends are good at covering their tracks. Why? This is the chance we need. It's a slim chance, but at this point, I'll take what we can get. Message everybody. I'm gonna call another wake-driven conspiracy. You are fired up. Okay, message is sent. I'll need everyone's help to fill in the gaping holes in my plan, but I've got a plan now. It's time for one last-ditch effort to save ghosts and goblins. Whew. Let's do it. Ben and Matt's bar in the back of the arcade proved a perfect meeting place. The group crowded around a table, pulling up stools ready to talk. Refreshments, anyone? Mead, perhaps? Didn't Vikings drink mead before going off to war? I'm good, thanks. I'll take a lemonade. Close enough, right? This was it. This was where we would make our last stand. I looked at the room, at everyone, and all my friends, and we nodded to each of them determinedly. Okay, I know things are rough, but I've got, let's say, 60 to 80% of a plan for how we can turn things around. Like, we can all agree that what happened wasn't our fault. Yes? Someone else screwed us over. Every problem that we faced could be tracked back to them. The ghost monsters and Lovely Chainsaw may be to blame, but the court of public opinion puts the blame squarely on our shoulders. Our venue is tainted by their actions. We can cry foul all we like, but if there's even a chance of violence returning, it'll keep customers away. It's a real bummer. We haven't seen any families since opening day. Parents are not willing to take their children somewhere that's known for being dangerous. I mean, yeah. Actually, I wasn't talking about the gangs. Today, I learned who our true enemy is, and that person is Deco Nami. No, it's sour grapes to blame the competition. We don't blame other donut shops when our sales are down, or if our dough doesn't rise. Yes, that's a much better pun. Earlier, when he was taunting me, he slipped. He mentioned the ghost monsters by name. Except those hackers keep their noses clean. They left us with no proof that they were even involved, thanks to our security cameras being wiped. The cops didn't go after them. The news did not identify them. And so how would Deco know about them? Deco hired the ghost monsters to ruin our opening day.
What?
Seriously? In hindsight, it should have been obvious. I blame myself for not seeing it sooner. Far too many coincidences otherwise, and the fact that they only started wreaking havoc once Mrs. DeFam showed up to bear witness? I can see what you're throwing down, Augie. Sue and her friends didn't seem awful at first. I remember talking to Clyde. They were very friendly and nice. And then Mrs. DeFam showed, and...
Hi.
Do you think she's involved? Considering that she was willing to hold back her review, I don't think that she's knowingly involved, but Deco may have gotten wind that she would be showing up and took advantage.
What if?
But you don't think that Deco would stoop that low, right? To hire a random street gang to mess with us, would he? He would. He is a spiteful bastard. Of course, he tried ruining our opening day. The only reason that he didn't destroy Miss Francine was out of some weird of sort of gentlemanly respect for a fellow elder business owner. But to Deco, Augie is basically pond scum. Thanks. To be fair, I doubt he orchestrated the bullet-riddled finale of the evening. That pushes plausibility. True, he wouldn't have needed a shooting to ruin us. The negative review alone would have done the job. Being even slightly associated with the game would have been awful. If Mrs. DeFam reported us as a hotbed of teenage chaos, a living reenactment of Lord of the Flies, it would have spelled doom without bullets flying around. I guess we're lucky that she held her review back. Hey gamers, the problem is we have no proof of this, do we? Hold on, let me just double check some stuff here. A lot of stuff going on and I don't know what to do about it.